Alrighty, we're live. Welcome. Here is the post-peace event, just kind of celebration. We're talking to the champion, Ian Hoffman. We got Mr.Meseeks, the tournament organizer. I'm just a guy who traveled from the other side of the country to play the tournament, and I got third place. Had a really awesome semifinals match against Ian. We're going to get to that later, but I just wanted to open it up and congratulate Ian on his win, because really impressive play, really cool deck. And do you want to say anything? Introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm like you said, my name's Ian. I played blue-white control, no standstills, just like very classic, like land go control deck. Um, it was it was very nice to finally have an event where I actually came home with the trophy. I've had many second places, top fours over the years, so it was nice being able to finally convert. So
I know that feeling from a kid, the PTQ days. I never qualified for the Pro Tour, and yeah, it's just even in Premodern, this is the coolest format. Big congratulations. That must be satisfying.
yeah, it very much was. Thank you.
Very cool. And just
Yeah,
since
speaking of the PTQ days, I also never converted any of those, but I did have, I think it was eight in a row that I got ninth place on breakers.
oh my gosh. So it goes. I mean, since you just mentioned your deck, I'm going to throw it up on screen for people here. I've got it queued up here. Ian, first place, just so everybody can take a look at the deck, take a screenshot if you want. If we start talking about details later, I might throw it back up, but I just wanted to throw it up top too so people could see it. Great deck photo. Sorry you guys aren't seeing it right now, but I got it recording on OBS here. Alrighty, so then I want to introduce Mr. Meeseeks here. Anything you want to say? And a big thank you for organizing this tournament, because I think this was legitimately the most enjoyable tournament I've played in my whole life, and I've been playing since I was before I could read. Literally, I was playing Magic. So,
Well, that's funny you say that because Magic also taught me how to read. So, um, but yeah, no, like this is it was pretty surreal, seeing such a successful turnout, and this is my first time organizing anything like this. So, it's been a dream come true for me. I love the community, and I've met a lot of my best friends through playing Magic. So to get everybody together in one place and do something good for like a good cause and everything like that, it was amazing. It feels great,
yep,
and congratulations to both of you. I mean, Charles, thank you for coming all the way out from Idaho.
I appreciate that.
I know it was kind of convenient, but still, that's a long distance from home. And Ian from Ohio, right?
Yeah, I came up from Cleveland.
From Cleveland. Yeah, thanks for coming out and winning the tournament, man. Like it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
thanks for hosting. Like it was a very like smooth event. I always appreciate any event with a lunch break,
True, very true.
especially as a control player because I usually don't get to eat during events.
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. No, good, very good point. Very good point. Very enjoyable flow to the whole tournament, and so many fun side events, or the raffle, and just people, the art book, and the bake sale, and just so many cool things to do. Even, I just it was such an enjoyable day. Not just the magic, the friends, the events, everything was amazing. And I'll just throw this out there too. The raffles, I happened to win two raffles, the first two raffles in a row. I won the longest travel to the tournament, then the first raffle, then the second raffle. So I was just, I felt like the luckiest man there. So I had a couple questions, just to some fun stuff to chat about, mainly about the tournament, but a couple lead up things as well, and then a couple questions going forward too. So I just wanted to know from both of you, how old were you when you first started playing Magic?
Oh God, I have to do math here.
Or just give me, it doesn't have to be exact,
So I started a bit later.
Okay.
I didn't start playing Magic until my freshman year of college. Um, and it was a bunch of the guys that were rooming on my floor. Like they all started, just picked up the $20 deck builders toolkit from Target.
Mm.
They started playing. So I picked one up and kind of just, you know, got hooked. We just played like in the dorms, like rubber banded, no sleeves, just kept going, and had a lot of like the nostalgia, like my first deck stuff happening at that
Oh yeah.
But then when I came home for the summer, a friend of mine heard that I had learned how to play Magic, and so he offered to take me to a tournament at a local store. He's like, just bring whatever deck you have; it'll be fine. It'll be legal.
Hmm.
And so I brought, it was like pretty much stereotypical my first green deck.
Sure.
It was Llanowar Elves, a bunch of like ramp spells, and
Yeah.
then 7 mana 7/7 with trample. And I thought it was the baddest thing around.
It was.
It was very good in the dorms.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when I went turn one Forest Llanowar Elf in my first ever Magic tournament, my opponent went Underground Sea, Dark Ritual, Lion's Eye Diamond, Lion's Eye Diamond, played Doomsday, and I had no idea what was going on. So somehow I
Whoa.
came back after that.
Uh,
My first tournament ever was Legacy tournament. I played against Doomsday. I played against Lands before Dark Depths was a kill.
uh-huh.
I played against Countertop before they actually had the Entreat the Angels to kill you. I played against Wretch. And my dumbass came back to play more. So I don't know what that says about me, but
No, I love it. I love it. That's awesome.
That's great.
What about you, Al?
Yeah, my first pack was I bought 2 packs, Urza's Destiny and Urza's Legacy. And I guess I don't know whether those were new at the time, so however old I was, what, in like 98, 90, that must have been like 9 or 10 years old.
Right.
I remember my first 2 rares out of those packs were Ancient Silverback and Anthroplasm.
Uh-huh. Nice. Some
Yeah,
classics.
some classics.
Do you use those these days?
Absolutely not. No. But it was my best friend, like maybe a year or two later, that really introduced me to Magic. I collected hockey cards for a few years prior to that,
Mm-hmm.
and my best friend, he was like, "Hey, I noticed you collect hockey cards, but those aren't a game. So like these cards over here have art on them, and it's a game that we can play." And I was like, tell me more.
Yep.
So I ended up converting a lot of my hockey cards at like a local shop into Magic cards, and
Smart
we
man.
built some decks. He had my best friend had those World Championship decks,
mhm.
and he gave me the green one, Sven's green one with the Lurgoyf and like the worms and the elephants and stuff, and he played I can't even remember now. It's one of the other ones. And anyway, those were like our first decks that we built and then or played with and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's
Wonderful.
about it for me.
No, that's awesome. Great just getting kind of the origins from both of you. I more similar to Al's story for me. My first standard deck was Psychothog. I remember at first tournaments I could barely read the cards, and it's just so classic. Now getting into pre-modern, it feels like I'm a kid again playing with those same cards. So I want to segue that into asking both of you, what was your first standard deck? And then if you don't want to talk about that instead, just tell me about how you got into pre-modern.
My first standard deck was during Innistrad Return to Ravnica standard.
Okay.
I played the Junk Reanimator deck that was running around at the time.
I remember that deck.
I kind of fell in love with playing Thrag Tusks and everything in that format, and played it for a lot longer than I should have in Modern for a while.
Mm,
But yeah, it was a lot of fun back then.
that's
I
classic.
I miss that deck more than any other deck I've ever played, I think.
Right. Yeah, it's a little after the pre-modern era.
A little bit.
Yeah.
As for pre-modern, my group that I have been playing Magic with for 10 years or so at this point, we all kind of found the format at the same time. One of our friends, he stumbled across some of NeonMushroom's videos and just like, hey, this format looks great. It was right after Parallax Tide got banned.
Okay.
So it was a brand new format. It was very open. And so we all just started building because all of us have played Legacy at some point. And so pre-modern is like Legacy without all the Universe Beyond stuff. So it was kind of what we wanted to do anyway.
Hmm.
So we've been playing since like I don't know, whenever Tide got banned. It was only really this year that we got into it.
Right. No,
But it's been a
Yeah.
ton of fun.
similar timing for me getting into the format. I totally relate. And just I want to throw in here, you brought up NeonMushroom, and just a quick shout out to NeonMushroom because I don't think I would have come to this tournament if I hadn't been following his content too. And he does so much for this format. Just, getting it out there to everybody and then sharing the upcoming events and just how he shares so many cool decks. I think he's inspiring a lot of this renaissance of this format. So yeah, thanks NeonMushroom.
Yeah, huge shout out to Neon. I certainly wouldn't have gained as much popularity without him. And he locally he found me. We found each other. We started our pre-modern scene here in Detroit. Like we actually started it like a year before it went live on MTGO. We had started kind of getting people to come out and play, and then yeah, but like his videos took off, and it's been really good for the whole community. Really, it is getting a
Absolutely.
lot of people to come in. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're listening to this and you somehow don't know who Neon Mushroom is, I'll put his links in the description of this video so you can check out his stuff. And so Al, did you want to mention your first standard deck before we move on?
Oh geez. I don't even know if I remember what my first standard deck was. I remember we played old Type One at the the LGS that I played at, um, and I remember playing a lot of bad cards because I really liked them. And then I guess maybe my first format like built deck, like focus deck. I don't know what format it was legal in, but it was like it used like hypnotic specters and like scalp Alexis and
Mm,
like discard effects and stuff. So I don't know. It was probably really bad, but I remember getting beat up by parfait decks all the time.
no,
So,
that's classic. It's great.
Yeah, and
yeah.
and there is nothing wrong with playing bad cards. As a Death and Taxes player in Legacy, that's what I do.
That is,
When you beat people with bad cards, it's even more satisfying, right?
It feels so
it
much
is.
better.
Yeah.
You beat them with a broken card. Oh, the card won the game. If I beat
Exactly.
you with a pile, like, hey, I won with the pile.
I love the deck builder's enthusiasm for this format too. Like some people from the outside say, "Oh, it's a closed format, nothing changes." But really, playing it, I feel like it's the most diverse and brewable format maybe I've ever played.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's tons of fun.
Yeah. Yeah,
Super
and
cool.
and the fact that it's just so open with the different types of decks that are running around, like in if you look at like a standard format, there's three decks that are S tier, and then like two or three decks at tier two, and then
Mhm.
after that it's just why are you playing it?
Yeah.
But pre-modern is kind of at the point where honestly where Legacy was when I first started playing the format back in 2012, 2013, where if you know how to play your deck, you can win.
Yep.
Like there are 15, 20 different archetypes that are all viable and can all win a game of Magic.
Yeah.
And there's no like 90-10 matchups.
Right.
Like the worst matchup is like 75% of maybe.
Hmm.
And even then, the sideboards are so strong in this format, you can just twist anything to beat what you
Yeah.
need to beat.
Exactly. If you call the meta right and you understand how your deck needs to function in the matchups, you can really do some interesting stuff. I mean, I think LobsterCon was a really good example of that, where everybody was gearing towards shrimp, and then it didn't
Hmm.
even
Hmm.
top 16, right? Just because the meta and also the sideboards that people were prepared for that. So it's really cool that I love that aspect of if you understand how to metagame, you should do well in this format. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I try to encourage people with all the time. I'm like, just figure out what strategy that you really like to like implore, and then that's learn it. Learn your matchups and learn how to dance around other strategies and stuff like that, and you'll have a blast.
You got it. Awesome. Well, I want to jump into the tournament, and I want to get as much as you'd like to share, as to whatever depth you want to go, or as quickly as you want to go. Just kind of round by round tournament report from Ian of how it went.
All right. So I made sure to write this all down so I wouldn't forget.
Awesome. I was hoping.
Uh, round one, I played against Survival Elves. Ended up going 2-0 against them. Game one, it was super grindy. but I was able to find a disenchant and like it was disenchant into Wrath of God and then just take over.
Right.
So
Kind of how you wrote it
round
up.
round two I played against Sly, and my round 2 opponent made top 8 as well. Round 3 I played against Enchantress. Round 4 played against Goblins. Lost to that Goblins player. They also made top 8.
Wow.
Round 5, unfortunately, had to do a team kill on the guy that drove me to the event. He was also on Goblins. And then round 6, I played against the green-white Oath Ponza list.
Right.
And then he also made top 8. So 3 of my 6-round opponents were in the top 8 of the event.
So was that Shirt
Wow.
in the last round?
It
Aaron?
was Shirt, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
I intentionally drew with Aaron, and I got paired up, and he got paired down. So he had to play because he played against.
It wasn't so much he had to play; it was more.
Right. Exactly. So he couldn't draw. But I got lucky enough that I could just double draw my last 2 rounds in. But yeah, so
That's always the dream.
yes, it was. It was the dream. Everything was smooth sailing until I played against you.
I mean, I did my best.
Yeah, that was a really fun match, though. Like that was amazing.
Our game 2 especially
Yeah.
was like 4D chess. I swear.
Totally.
Like, it was so back and forth the entire time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure at the end of the game I was at like 3 or I was at 2 and you were at 1.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah,
It was
totally.
absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I had a back to basics and play, and you played a Mishra's Factory to be able to attack with it for the lethal, before it became tapped. So let's hear about your quarterfinals first.
Quarterfinals, I again played against Shirt.
Okay, yeah.
So it was the back-to-back. Our game 1, I kind of made it so he couldn't win the game anymore. I just literally removed all of his win conditions from the deck. And then after game 1, he honestly didn't really feel like continuing, so he just scooped it up, especially after playing him the round before.
Right, yeah, he was getting tired. Shirt's awesome guy. Shout out to Shirt as well. Amazing artist, and just such a welcoming presence too. Like he was giving away these beautiful peels that I felt like I should be paying $50 for to $100, and he's like, "Oh no, I just want to give them away." He wouldn't take money for them. So awesome guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy, very fun to play against.
Yeah.
Yeah. I taught him everything he knows.
Well, good job. Yeah, so our match, that game. I mean, just from my side, game 1, it was interesting because you got stuck on that 1 white mana for a long time, and I felt like I needed to jam before you could get more white mana. It just felt like a smart thing to do. Then I got 1 attack in with the Dreadnought, and then you were able to plow it. And then the game went long, dragged on. I couldn't set up the second Dreadnought, and I died. So in hindsight, I felt like I should have sculpted my hand more, but it's hard to say because since you were stuck on that white, I kind of wanted to take advantage of lower mana count when I could as well, when I still had a pretty strong setup. And I was curious, did you just have that plow the whole time as well? Like, did you have that number of answers?
My opening hand, I believe, had Plow, Disenchant, Wrath of God. So it was definitely like I knew what you were playing going in because we had played the last round literally right next to each other.
Yeah.
So keeping a hand with 3 pieces of like removal was definitely a very advantageous position for me.
Right.
I do think that it was correct to jam when you did though, because I was stuck on 2 islands, a Mishra's Factory, and the plains.
Right.
So I only had 1 counter spell up. I could only have 1 piece of removal up.
Yeah.
I feel like it was probably your best chance to go for it, and then just hope that I didn't have like 3 pieces of interaction.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately for you, I had like 5 at that point.
Yeah, totally. And I'll just show, I'm going to throw my list up real quick just so people have an idea. I was playing Shrimp, but I had 0 brain freeze in the 75. I'd never played Shrimp. Actually, the only time I played Shrimp before was the day before on the F&M. And I was just like, I want to try this deck out. And I had this theory that putting 4 Black Vice in the sideboard would be a trump for the mirror. For when they're trying to brain freeze me, I have Stifles. So I just play Black Vice on turn 1, and they have to take cards out of their hand, and then they can never set up a brain freeze through my Stifles. And then there's an upheaval if I need to actually close the door. Going forward, I don't think it's right to completely cut the brain freeze. Because
I think having access to it is still very important.
Exactly. Like, it's not that the Black Vice plan is bad. It's just you also play Brain Freeze. Going forward, I'd play 1 Brain Freeze main. Because I think like that would allow me to sculpt. Like if we were in that same game, I don't have to jam then. I can wait longer and then play the Brain Freeze angle and the Dreadnought angle in game 1, and then keep the Brain Freeze in and bring the Black Vices for game 2 and 3. But anyway, I'm going to do my own tournament report and do like a deck tech on this too. So I don't want to get too into the weeds about my deck. I want to, well, let's talk about game 2, because that was an insane game.
It was absolutely wild.
Yeah.
I think during that game, I had like turn 2 meddling mage, assuming you were on the Brain Freeze plan, so I just named Brain Freeze.
Totally.
Because well, I'll be honest, there were only 2 cards in the entire format that I did not want to play against that weekend, and it was Brain Freeze and Stasis. Brain Freeze because I can't beat it, and Stasis because I hate playing against Stasis.
You dodged the Stasis player in what, the top 4?
It was top 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
My deck was.
It came close.
I kind of cosplayed as Stasis with the Black Vices.
You did. But turns out when I'm actually able to use my mana every turn, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, game 2, in hindsight, I was feeling like if I play a Black Vice turn 1 on the play, that's really strong. Because you start taking damage immediately, and it's just, I get to play that more aggressive plan, and then also set up a long game plan with an upheaval or something. But I had a really good opener. It had 2 lands, multiple things to sculpt with, so it just felt bad to throw it away when I was planning on playing a long game anyway. I didn't want to throw away material when I had a playable hand. And you played it really well, navigating with, like, I eventually bounced the Meddling Mage, and then you got it back down. You were chipping damage in here and there. And it eventually got to a point where I was getting low, and I had to upheaval to not die to the Meddling Mage, and then play the Black Vice. And then you took like 8 on that turn or something from the Black Vice upheaval. And then I love the look on your face. You're like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. Like, I was about to win. And then we went into this whole other phase 2 of the game. But then there was back and forth much more, and I started getting under pressure, and I eventually landed a back to basics, and then I thought I might eke it out that way. And thinking back, once again, I did find one other play I think that was a misplay, going back, that I should have done differently. It's when you animated your factory and you attacked with Meddling Mage, or you went to combat, and I stopped you, and I dominated your factory in pre-combat. I should have allowed you to declare attackers, because it allowed you to just float the mana, activate the other factory, and I still took 4. But if I allowed you to attack, you still would have plowed your factory, but I wouldn't have taken the extra 2. And every point of life mattered in that match.
It very much did.
Yeah, so I'm not sure that would have won me the game, but just in looking back, that was a clear misplay, I think, where some of the other ones were just kind of hindsight. I should have done stuff differently.
Yeah, it was. There were so many decision points in that game.
Really fun game.
And honestly, even if you look back and it's like you found 1 or 2 points where it's like, oh, I could have done this differently, there was like another 98 that you did correctly. So it was very hard to find those points.
Totally. I'm not beating myself up too. Like I said, this is top tournament of my life, and I just like to, when I can, reflect on the plays and find what I should do differently next time, because I'll remember that if there's multiple man lands and I'm in a dominate situation and it's about life in those little scenarios, let them make the attack. Because especially in a scenario like that post-board, when you think I have shrimp, so you keep in your plows, but I boarded out my shrimp and I have Black Vices. So I know that you have random plows. You're going to plow your own guy. So it's not like, in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm going to steal his guy and then like make it awkward for him in combat or something. But you could always tap your guy in response anyway, and you have a plow for your own guy. So I was just getting too focused on the upside of dominating something and being able to use it. But anyway, yeah. So great job. Congratulations. Well played. That was definitely the round where like I was feeling really good, feeling good about my plays. And this was the round where I was like, this guy played better than me. He deserves it. So congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. You played very well yourself as well. So
I appreciate that too. I mean,
don't get that wrong.
I was very happy with my experience. Like I said, never really playing shrimp before, and also doing an experimental build. Like I can't really ask for a better result than I got. So let's hear about the finals.
So the finals played against the Naya Terrageddon deck, like the Weather Wayfarers, Werebears, all that. It was definitely the most laid back finals I've ever played. Like literally every single turn, me and my opponent like
making jokes,
just like making jokes back and forth the entire time. It was a blast.
Good times.
That's cool.
But yeah, it was just another super grindy creature matchup. I was not able to land the Peacekeeper that I was hoping to really drag it out. But we had yeah, it was a lot of good back and forth games, a lot of mana denial both sides, and it was just a lot of very interactive Magic, which is always what I want out of these tournaments. I want to have back and forth games. I don't want to blow anybody out. I don't want to be blown out.
Yep, that makes sense.
Real quick before I forget, I want to ask Ian a question.
Go for it.
Was your deck like themed for peace because you had like an exalted? You said you had exalted angels and a peacekeeper in your deck.
No, I did see a comment on Mushroom's video saying that I was a plant because I went with Exalted Angel and Peacekeeper. No, I actually have been playing Peacekeeper since like 2018 in Legacy.
Oh, nice.
It's been in and out of my Texas sideboard for forever. I just think it's a very good card into a format with Call of the Herd, Terravores, and just a bunch of non-Mog fanatic creatures.
Yeah.
Like same reason I played I had the Peacekeeper and I had a Jester's Cap to actually protect the Peacekeeper. In round 6 in game 3, I removed every way out of his deck to answer a Peacekeeper.
Oh my God.
So I could just build up a board behind it and then let it go and attack the lethal.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Okay, so sorry, I got a little distracted with that notification too, but I want to throw your list back one more time, and I want to hear from you, Ian, what you would do if you would change anything going forwards, and just kind of your experience with this list in particular. Like, is it the perfect 75? What would you change if you would change something? And also, before we move forward off of Peacekeeper, could you tell everybody what Peacekeeper is?
So Peacekeeper is 2 and a white for a 1/1. Creatures cannot attack. But then it has, on your upkeep, you have to pay 1 and a white to keep it around, otherwise you sacrifice it. So it is a complete stonewall versus anybody who can't answer it. And a lot of decks post board, they're taking out the removal. Like they might have 1 or 2 plows in the deck still to answer an angel. But if I can just protect the Peacekeeper for 1 to 25 turns, like I did in round 6,
That's so funny.
I get to choose when combat happens again. And it's such a powerful effect for this kind of deck.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
It basically forces them to either commit to the board, and then I just blow them away with a wrath and take over, or if they don't, they're just sitting there not doing anything. So I very much love having that card in the 75, and I'm never taking it out.
Awesome. It's so perfect for the event too. That's so cool.
It was great.
Okay, so I'm going to throw the list on the screen one more time so people can see it, and tell us, would you make any changes, or if there was piece number 2 tomorrow, would you run the same thing?
So I actually am playing another Premodern event on Sunday.
Wonderful.
I'm going down for Buffalo Chicken Dip, Legacy down in Columbus, Ohio, playing Legacy on Saturday, Premodern on Sunday. And I am changing 0 cards. I used every single card in my sideboard. I feel like the list was very fluid. It might not be the best blue-white deck, but it is definitely the best blue-white deck for me, and just the way that I play.
Yeah.
I am probably the most patient control player you will ever meet in your life. If I have a win condition left in my deck, I will not protect my win conditions. So I am very happy with the way that this list played. I decided to not play any standstills, which I know is kind of taboo in the blue-white control list. But there have been so many times where I personally have run into somebody playing a creature on turn 1, a man land on turn 2, and then I'm sitting there with the standstill in my hand. I'm like, if I cast my card advantage spell, I will lose this game.
Right.
And I was expecting a lot of green mid-rangey decks, a lot of like Terravore decks. So I didn't want to play the standstills because there's too many times where it's either a dead top deck or I just actively will lose if I play it.
Yeah, I think it might have won you this tournament, because you know what's pretty good against standstill? Black Vice.
Yeah, very much so.
Turn 1 Black Vice. You gonna play that standstill, or it's standstill? I'll break it with a Black Vice.
Right.
Yeah. I played against Landstill earlier in the tournament, and it was Black Vice's plan was very good. Yeah, you might have navigated it through me anyway, because you're a pretty good player. But
if I was playing standstills, I don't think I was winning that game too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I'm more comfortable playing like a low resource blue-white control deck.
Yeah.
So it felt better to me to just leave them at home.
Yeah. Well, very cool. I love it. I love your take on the deck, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more of this or another good result this coming weekend from this very same list.
Yeah, my hope is to go for the triple crown and just get 3 tournaments back to back.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
That would be like peak Magic, like never not telling this story.
That would be so cool. And then win Duress Fest right after that.
I have signed up for it already.
I did as well.
I put the
Amazing.
I backed it and all that. So I think there's probably like 2 or 3 of us that are going to come up from Cleveland for it. So I'm also very much looking forward to that.
That's really cool. Oh, I wanted to hear from you, Al, just a little bit more about your experience organizing a tournament. Is the start of a tradition? Is this going to be a yearly thing? Let's start with that.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big question to start with.
Okay, well, actually, let's jump back one step. What inspired you to organize Peace in the first place?
That's fair. So like I've been really involved more so in like the old school community, late like the past couple of years. And one of the things that they do is they put on a lot of charity events. And so that's kind of what inspired me to do this was I kind of drew from them a little bit and I liked what they were doing and I enjoyed my experiences doing that at the Kumite, which I've been to twice now. And and I just thought, like Premodern's getting big. We've got a growing community here. It seems like there are, communities popping up everywhere. So like, why not try to get a head start on that and kind of set the tone for like what we should be doing as a community, right? Like this is a sealed format, so it's not like it changes a whole lot. And it's not like, it's not sweaty, like if you want to go sweat, you can go play standard or what. I don't even know what they're playing anymore. I honestly,
Right. No,
not to look anybody's young. Like, I mean, go play Magic. Bottom line, go play Magic. It's probably the best, not the best game, but it's up there.
arguably.
Arguably, yeah. But no, I wanted to do this because I kind of want to set the tone for what we should be doing as a community, which is like, appreciating our luxury, I guess, to sit and play cards and have fun and have a good time. And instead of like, I guess instead of like giving it back to ourselves, like why not just give it back to people that need it? Like we're all fine. So
Yeah, no, I appreciate it so much. Like I always think of the name of the game even. It's Magic the Gathering. I like getting
Right.
together in person and playing. Magic Online's cool too, but to me it's really about getting together in person and making new friends. Like I feel like I made some longtime friends. It's like lifelong friends that I just met for the first time, this weekend.
agreed. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for
Every single one of my friends that I currently hang out with, I met through playing Magic.
yeah.
Half the group doesn't even play Magic anymore, but we still hang
Right.
out once, twice, 3 times a week.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, my best friend who was actually there at the tournament, he was helping me kind of he was working like the cash register or the cash box. He got me into Magic. He hasn't played Magic in probably like since back then. Like I mean he but every time we get together, we he has his cards and I have mine and we just get together and play. It's that's the magic really is being able to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been great. And then, speaking like you said, like you come to an event like this and you meet people and it's like an instant connection and you're like, man, that's it. And when we went down to the Buckeye Brawl earlier this year, I don't remember when, but earlier this year,
February, I think.
yeah, and meeting the guys from the Retromancers, like instantly connecting with those guys. I mean, they're all one like-minded people. It's just been great. It's just been great. This
Yeah, one of
community's
them
awesome.
gave me a patch, like the badge of the Retromancer's little insignia thing. It's so cool. I love how that's in the culture of this format too. Everybody's bringing cool keepsakes to give to each other, and I walked away with 10 beautiful pieces of art that I'm going to keep for the rest of my life too. So, and some of them that you made too, Al. So thank you so much. That portent's going to go right into my Dreadnought deck. So
That's awesome.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's.
what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say that's what it's all about, man. Just creating memories and friendships and relationships and good times. Like that's we don't have a long time here, and we might as well make it a good one. So.
Absolutely. So I wanted to know from you, Al, if you wouldn't mind sharing, do you think you're going to do another one? Is this the first of a tradition? Maybe next year? Because I come to Michigan every summer in the beginning of August. I would love to be able to play Peace 2.0.
It's funny you should ask. I really want to. I really would love to do a second one.
Hmm.
It's just how we go about making it happen this time. That's going to be the big question. I've been talking with our internal team, and we took a lot of notes from this from this run. And one of the things is we didn't really have like roles and positions like set up and stuff like that. So I was running around like with my head chopped off, just trying to fill in and figure things out as we went. Luckily, there was no like catastrophic incidents. Everybody got fed. Tournament ran smoothly. I mean, everything was fine. So that's really good. But next time, I just aim to be a little bit more organized. We're hoping to do some things maybe a little bit differently. I, I don't really care for the raffle too much. I think I'm going to try to change it next time going forward.
The grapple was great, Al.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. No, some people enjoyed it more than others. I'm sure. Um, but the biggest takeaways I think were that number one, people want to play pre-modern. The
Yeah.
community is here. They're down to come out and contribute for a good cause other than themselves, which is I think is just amazing. And the other takeaway that we kind of learned was that people love art. That art binder ended up, generating a lot of the funds that we were able to donate to the charity. So like,
So cool.
yeah. So I mean, next time I'm aiming definitely to make that a bigger and better thing and just a growing part of the community. Like, I've already talked to the guys down in the Retromancers, and they plan on doing a similar binder for Buckeye 2 next month.
Awesome.
So, hopefully maybe building that as part of the tradition too, because our community has like a lot of creative people in it. Like it's not just like drawing or coloring or whatever. It's like cooking. It's, creating like those 3D printed statues were like really cool. I don't know how to do that stuff, like,
Yeah. And those laser
um,
plaques and stuff, too.
right. The laser etching and like people just, they're so creative and they have all kinds of cool things that they can share with us. And I, I want to make that like a focus of what we do too. So yeah, a lot of positive things to take away, and yeah, we're definitely looking forward to doing another one.
Right.
It's just getting there,
Right. At the right time. No, I get you. So
Yeah.
if I can help in the future, if you're organizing a tournament, please feel
Hmm.
free to reach out. I'd love to be part of that too. And I want to run and grab a couple of those pieces of art. Be back in like 30 seconds so I can just show because we're talking about it. But while I'm off,
Yeah.
Al, a question for you. Just for aspiring tournament organizers, just give them one big thing that you wish you had known when you were getting into this, and just go for that. And I'll be right back.
Oh, geez. Yeah, one big thing I guess I would offer up to somebody doing it for the first time would just to be like do it moderately big. Like don't try to be big. Like if we had exceeded 65 people, that would have been probably a disaster. So yeah, like definitely, you know, find a place that, or find a number that you're comfortable with managing and then plan to just be, thrown in the thick of it and figuring things out as you go the first time around. Like the first time is not going to be perfect. So have some grace on yourself and yeah, don't go too big the first time.
Yeah, whenever you're dealing with a tournament like this, like because I've seen like the Buffalo Chicken Dip Legacy stuff grow from I think the first one I went to was like BCDL 5, I think, and
Mhm.
they're it's been they're in the 30s now, and going from like 32-person tournament to 64-person tournament to the Legacy one on Saturday is going to be 128 people playing Legacy. Like,
Wow.
just seeing things grow, like you want to start smaller until you actually get your feet under you and figure out how to deal with the problems when they show up.
Right. Yep.
Like, add a little bit every time. Like, you don't want to go in and expect to be the next Star City Games. Like,
Yeah.
there's no chance in hell of that happening.
It sounds
But
stressful
if
anyway.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, those things just require scale.
Mm.
You know, if you offer too much and your turnout's not big enough, those things are kind of gonna be embarrassing. You know, it's gonna flap a little bit. Um, so that's just one thing too. Is like just grow your scene, do run a good healthy tournament. You know, like just every time people walk away from it, they're like, you know what, that ran really smoothly. I enjoyed the little lunch break or whatever. You know, like whatever it needs to be to keep people like talking about it and coming back for the next one, and then you know grow.
That makes a lot of sense. Leave them wanting more.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. Well, I grabbed some pieces of art, and this is one of my favorites. What's the studio name again? What's her name?
Studio K
Studio
is
K.
her art name. Yeah, she's out in Germany, and I just got to say that she's my favorite. She's my favorite. I'll say it. Like I have a lot of artists in the Alter Magic cards are big inspirations to me, like Merhans and Yawgmoth Demon. Um, there's a few others. I'm probably gonna forget them right now, but she's just my favorite. Her work is just phenomenal.
Yeah. I was looking at that binder, and it was like round 2, and I'm like, I told myself, if you make top 8, you're going to buy that thing. And then the first thing I did when I intentionally drew in at table 1, I walked right over to the book and bought this. Yeah, I totally relate. So I want to show this one off too. There was Mick's wife did this one.
Yes, Lilu, I think she goes by Lilu
Oh yeah,
Alters.
here's the signature on the back.
Yep.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
cool.
Very stunning work by her as well. That gush I think had everybody gushing. Like that was a big hit. And then she also had a few that like had like the graffiti style, like street art.
Yeah.
Those are going to be really popular over here in our scene. Like everybody is talking about those. So.
And I actually worked out a deal to get a playset of these gushes now, but I told her to take the liberties with it. Maybe put a sea monster in one. Maybe do different times a day or something. So I don't know what they're all going to look like, but my Dreadnought deck's going to have some cool gushes to gush over in the future. So I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
And then this was one that who did this one, Al?
Some guy.
Yeah. So Al did this one, and this was my reward for farthest travel to the tournament. So really cool. I love the lettering too, the custom lettering. Like that's a really unique touch that you've been doing, where it's actually what the card does, but written in a cool font and it's stylized. It's just really cool. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really makes everything pop on the card seeing all that. I'm actually going to pull out one of my favorite ones that you did from my
Oh, excellent.
Okay, cool. While you're doing that, I'll show off. I just did this one this morning just to inspire people. Like I'm not a visual artist, but I was just like, I was inspired by the kind of pattern that you did on yours. And I had this gold pen that shines a little bit, but it's a tiny bit see-through. And I'm just like, I'm just going to make a crazy little dazzle pattern on there. And there it is. It's like, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be a professional artist thing. Like just get your hands on your cards and have fun with it. And that was another cool thing about the event. There was an art table. So anybody could go scribble on their cards. Really cool piece of the tournament.
That's right. I kind of did forget about that part. The art table, that was a huge success. And another thing that we borrowed from the Buckeye Brawl down, the Retromancers put on earlier this year. So, yeah. Hope that's a tradition that carries forward.
Yeah, I love it.
It's kind of hard not to be when you have like so many of these cards are so iconic, and it's not like people who have these decks, we're not getting rid of them.
Right.
So it's like these cards are ours. We're gonna draw on them and have fun with them if we want to.
Yep.
Yeah,
Make them our own.
I think my favorite goblin that you did for the goblin deck is actually the Goblin Sharpshooter.
Oh yeah,
Like this thing looks phenomenal. I
That's
love
awesome.
this thing.
So cool. So wait,
it's
did we even cover that? What the prize was for first place?
No, I don't think we talked about
So
it.
yeah, so Al, he altered well, you got some help from other people, right? Or was it all you?
so so I did the main deck, the full 60 in the main deck, and
Every
then
card is altered, right?
every card is
A
altered,
full
save
goblins deck.
save for maybe I think one of the wastelands is just signed by the artist.
Yeah, there's one signed Wasteland from Mark Poole, and then I think there's like one card in the 16 card sideboard that's not altered. Literally everything else is, and it's all different styles of altars too. Like
Yeah.
the Gem Palm incinerators are literally just the little guy on fire.
Oh wow.
Got a bad glare on it. But then a lot of the other stuff, it kind of, honestly, in my opinion, it embraces the chaos of a goblins deck, because you get like the pile drivers with the different colored backgrounds, the Mog Fanatic diving through all the polka dots.
Mm.
Um, like the lackey is literally popping out of the card to come kill you. Like, but there's so many different styles of art and altars in this thing. Like, I will say though, you have ruined me, because now if I want to make any changes to this deck, I have to personally alter a card first to put it in the sideboard.
Perfect.
That's right.
It's Al's plan. He's trying to get everybody scribbling on cards. You did
That's right.
it.
Everybody should have fun. Yeah. Do it.
Wow. So cool. So cool. Thanks for showing some of that off. Very cool. And that I just love that concept as a prize too. Like you won a deck. You didn't just win a card. You won an entire deck. Really cool. Yeah, it's
Yeah, and
inspiring.
this was a deck too. Like I was talking with my friends I grew up with, because two of the guys that were in my car actually played goblins at the event, and so we kind of had a standing agreement of, if they ended up winning the altered deck, I would buy their regular deck off of them, because this is a deck I've wanted to build but just never like wanted to pull the trigger on it. So this is like the perfect prize.
That's so
Nice.
awesome. It's meant to be.
No,
was.
and that's not just any old goblin deck though either. That's a Meeseeks custom goblin deck because it plays Fire Whip.
It did
Which-
have Fire Whip in it.
Not every goblin deck will play the Fire Whip.
I'll be honest, I didn't know Fire Whip was a card until I started going through this.
So cool.
I don't know if you've seen Shrooms or NeonMushroom's video with me on there playing the goblin deck, but I
That-
demonstrate how to use Fire Whip pretty well in that video.
That's when
I'll
I
have to
learned
go
about
back and
Fire
watch that
Whip.
one.
Yeah, super cool. Super cool. So, Al, I wanted to ask you if people want to commission art or at least find your work, do you do commissions?
I do commissions. I my rates are pretty fair. I think it's like 25 or 30 bucks a card usually. So just hit me up. I'll do whatever.
Just find you on the Premodern Discord? Is that where people should look? Or?
Oh yeah, I guess that's pretty much like the best place to find me is on Discord. I don't really like doing social media outside of that. I do have like a TikTok and I do have an Instagram, but they're not really like active. Like it's not that active, so I won't check it.
Well, if there's any links you want me to put in the description of this YouTube video, you can send them to me afterwards. Otherwise, just people search Mr.Meseeks on the Discord, and then you can find his amazing work.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Super cool. Well, I think we covered pretty much everything I wanted to. And just like you guys were saying about the tournament, I want to leave them wanting a little bit more. So I think we should wrap it up here. And unless there's anything that you guys want to touch on before we sign off.
Oh, Ian, do you mind just showing off that really cool trophy that you won?
Good call.
Certainly can.
I thought this was a really cool contribution. It was kind of last minute, so we apologize for that. But next time we'll try to get it up on a base.
Well, I honestly, my wife is a very crafty person. So as soon as she has a project that she doesn't want to do, her procrastination project is getting this to mount on my wall.
Very cool.
Awesome. Very cool.
But yeah, so it's just 3D printed bust of Exalted Angel, made even better by the fact that I won it with Exalted Angel. Like the Odyssey one that we got for making top 8 went immediately into the deck. Like it was probably perfect for what I could have been playing.
That's really cool.
But yeah, no, the details on this thing are absolutely phenomenal, and
Yeah,
I cannot wait to get this on the wall.
That's amazing. So
it's
Ian,
really cool.
are you in the main Premodern Discord?
I am in like 3 different pre-modern discords. I'm not sure which one you're talking about,
I
but
didn't think I saw you in the main one, and partially because I didn't see you post your deck photo in there either. And there's a super cool thread in the main Premodern Discord where people post just awesome deck photos. And if you're not in there, I was going to ask if you would mind if I posted in there and give you credit for it. Or otherwise, I could keep it secret if you don't want people to know before your upcoming tournament.
list's already out there. It's fine.
Okay. Right. It's posted
Yeah,
online.
go ahead and post it, and if I'm not in there, definitely invite me to it.
Okay.
So just in another one.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. I will. And I just big thanks to both of you guys for talking to me too. I'm going to post this on my channel, and I will send you guys both a link. And it's been just really fun chat. Hopefully, this is the start of a tradition for me too, because this is my first interview for my channel. So thank you both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anytime.
thank you.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Okay.